I would request Professor Wang to give us a welcome speech so that we can inaugurate our program. Thank you.
Good morning, distinguished speakers, guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tingwen Huang, one of the program chairs of this conference. The other program chair is Professor Maji. On behalf of the program committee, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 10th International Conference on Pattern Recognition and Machine Intelligence. The primary goal of this premier biannual conference is to provide a platform for presenting state-of-the-art scientific results, enabling academic and industrial interactions, and promoting collaborative research activities in pattern recognition, machine intelligence, and related fields. This year, we have received more than 300 submissions from across the globe. Through the rigorous and double-blind review process, we accepted only 91 submissions to be included in the conference proceedings. The acceptance rate is about 30%. The conference proceedings will be published in Nature Notes in Computer Science by Springer, a very prestigious publisher. Also, we have chosen some excellent papers to be published in post-conference special issues. The conference program will feature 4 keynote talks presented by Professor Trevor Husty from Stanford University, Professor Bernard Sharkoff from Max Planck Institute for Intelligent Systems, Professor Alison Noble from University of Oxford, Professor Datan Tao from University of Sydney, and 5 invited lectures by eminent scholars. 1 International Association for Pattern Recognition, public lecture by Professor Barology. And there are 4 pre-conference tutorials organized by 4 distinguished scholars yesterday. This conference, technical and special sessions include 15 technical sessions covering 91 accepted papers, 1 doctoral colloquium, 1 industrial session, 1 student research workshop. We are so thankful to all speakers for accepting our invitation to deliver a talk. We express our sincere appreciation to the technical program committee members and all reviewers who worked so hard to ensure the quality of the contributions. We would also thank all the contributors for their enthusiastic response. We believe that this premier conference will promote research activities in pattern recognition, machine intelligence, and related fields. I feel so sorry that I cannot deliver the welcome speech on site and only can do virtually, since I'm not able to obtain the visa. But I sincerely wish you all a fruitful conference and a wonderful time in Calcutta. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Huang, for the welcome address. Now I would request Professor Shankhamitra Bandhopadhyay, Director of Indian Statistical Institute, to please come on stage for the inauguration program. Now I would request Professor Shantanu Chaudhuri to say a few words about Premi 23.
Good morning. On behalf of program chairs, I've been asked to speak a few words about Premi 23. First of all, let me welcome all the delegates to ISI as well as Premi 23. And Premi is actually I would say, an Indian global conference. And in fact, it started in 2005 at ISI. It moved around in various cities in the country, including Delhi, when I had the privilege of organizing it in 2009, if I remember correctly. But also it moved to Moscow, moved to Poland and other areas. So in that sense, a conference which started in Indian ISI, which is with a global footprint, is the unique character of this conference. And that is something which is to be celebrated on its 10th edition, which is being organized today. Other very important point is that even before this revolutionary interest in machine learning came, the Premi as a conference was looking at pattern recognition, machine intelligence, way back from 2005, following a tradition of that work starting in India, possibly for the first time at ISI Kolkata. In fact, as a fitting tribute to that tradition, I think Premi has established itself as a very unique and distinctive conference in this area in the country. And when we are talking about AI and AI as a boon or a threat, it's very important to look at the AI in a deeper perspective and with the perspective of core mathematical and statistical science, as well as looking at it from the perspectives of soft computing, which possibly is getting missed today in the overall context. When you talk about responsible AI, trustworthy AI, I think the soft computing paradigms can also have a role to play to indicate the extent of the trustworthiness, extent of the explainability that an ML algorithm is offering us. So therefore, this conference has a very important contextual role in India, in the world, as well as in the broad discipline of pattern recognition and machine learning. And I hope this edition would be really an exciting one with lots of invited talks and plenary talks by experts across the world and the country, and the contributed papers. And it also found an enthusiastic response to the call for papers with more than 300 submissions. So in all, I think we should have an exciting time in next 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Chaudhary. Now I would request Professor Shankar Kumar Pal to say a few words about history and legacy of PREMI 23.
Good morning to everybody. I welcome you all to this 10th International Conference on Pattern Recognition and Machine Intelligence. In short, the name is PREMI. Now, as I've been asked to do, see, let us go back a little. Pattern recognition, if you look at the Google search, it originated in 1960. But in my country, it started in late 60s or early 70s, mainly from Indian Statistical Institute, Calcutta, TIFR, Bombay, Professor R. Narasimhan and Professor P.V. Rao, and here it is Professor Datta Majumdar, and a group at Indian Institute of Science by Professor Krishna Nanda. And then, if you look at the 80s, it was a buzzword for artificial intelligence. Just like American buzzwords come every just 10 years. So that time, original concept was envisioned from the statement of Professor Alan Turing based on his realization in 1945 when he delivered a talk in London Mathematical Society that what we need is a machine that can learn from environment. And that envisioned the concept of intelligent machine. And then in my institute, we started developing a new name called machine intelligence, which comprises the basic concept of pattern recognition learning with advanced technologies. And those technology lists is not exhaustive. As time goes on, list is getting expanded. Basic objective is simple, pattern recognition concept, interacting with advanced technology. Purpose is to have better understanding of uncertainty modeling, reasoning, learning, searching, optimality, all those things. And any intelligent autonomous systems, nothing but a physical embodiment of machine intelligence. Then in 1993, our institute, realizing its importance, established a new unit called Machine Intelligence Unit. But it was on 30th of March 1993. Then we thought there are many conferences going on in pattern recognition or AI. And they share many common things, but in different names. We call it classification scores, they call it retrieval. We call it feature selection, they call it dimensional deduction. So, and they do not talk much each other. So then we thought, why don't we integrate these two regions, two communities being together in the name of some conference, which will help them to come and can speak comfortably their shares with the two communities. Accordingly, we pattern recognition machine intelligence one, and the name was coined in my room with just Professor Shankamita Bandhavada, the director. That time she was my student. So we jointly gave this name, PREMI. So today, it originated in 2005. So it concept was envisioned in 20 years back, 2003, we remember. As our conference chair mentioned, it has been around all countries. Now, Professor Mohammed Bis, when he used to organize any seminar in Mama Institute, we didn't charge any registration fee. Our objective was very simple. You invest academically and you get the dividend. The dividend will contribute to our nation. But today, because of our national policies, we have to charge registration fee and otherwise. But our objective is that it's an academic investment. So we expect that in the next Premi 25, you will contribute with more better quality of just publication. That much we have expectation. So with this one, and I hope the next 3 days, Calcutta, someone call it City of Joy, or sometimes call it city dying. Now we call it a city of senior citizen. So I hope you will enjoy and also look at our institute. They have a number of good ponds. Many people haven't seen pond. Last 4 days, I was in just Bangladesh, so I have seen their ponds. Their ponds are number of is more larger than our Indians. And we have a big museum also at the base level. Please have a look. And we had a very good Maulavi's museum, but that is no more, that is under just renovation, so you'll be able to so. With this one, I conclude, but I thank entire team organizing. The way they have managed, I think within this 10, this is one of the 2 or 3 best Premi I have witnessed. And so far, the publication was concerned excellent and everything was completed so far timely. So I will give special credit to our young professor, Professor Poitto Maji, who has spent his dead life to finish everything before deadline. That's what I tell our students. You don't cross the deadline. You finish before deadline so that you get some space, breathing time to think for the future. Otherwise, you will be always chasing the deadline. With this one, I thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity and thanks that administrative committee has invited me to be on the dais. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts with us. Now I would request Professor Shongomitra Bandhopadhyay to please say a few words.
A very good morning to all of you, dignitaries on and off the dais, the participants of this conference. Welcome to the Indian Statistical Institute and to the 10th edition of Premi, as we call it. Premi, as you all know, means lover, and we hope it's an environment of love that we all learn and also tell each other our experiences, and when we go back home, we are all enriched. As Professor Pal mentioned already, this was started in 2005 when I was a young faculty at that time. And it has held on for this is the 10th edition. And one of the mantras of this conference, as well as of the Indian Statistical Institute, has been excellence, belief, faith in excellence. And we hope this conference also reflects that in the selection of the papers, in the selection of the talks. And I hope in the years to come, we can also try to get this conference in the core ranking of conferences, which many of us see when we are evaluating conferences, how it is ranked. So if we can also get try for a core ranking of this conference, that will also give international visibility. This conference has already moved outside the country and has been in the country, outside the country, in ISI in Kolkata, as well as in other campus of ISI and in other institutes in India. So it has got a truly international flavor now, and we hope that character will increase. About the Indian Statistical Institute, we are just going to celebrate our 93rd Foundation Day in a few days' time now. 17th of December is the Foundation Day of this institute. In 1931, established by Mahalanobis, Professor Prashanta Chandra Mahalanobis, and his vision was statistics, dissemination of knowledge of statistics, development of methods, methodologies, and its interaction with other sciences where a lot of data is coming from. And therefore, this institute actually is a true embodiment of unity in diversity, with statistics, mathematics being very important disciplines here, but also surrounded by other disciplines from natural and social sciences. as well as computer science, which nowadays has become indispensable if we have to do data science. With those few words, thank you all once again for coming here, for participating in the discussions, for participating in this conference. I wish this conference all success and welcome once again to the Indian Statistical Institute. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, it's an honor and privilege to have Professor Trevor Hesty with us. So I'll request Professor Hesty to address the audience.
Good morning, everybody. It's a great honor to be here at PREMI and to be invited to this conference. I'd first of all like to thank all the important organizers and people here. Santani, Professor Santani Chaudhuri, Sankar Pal, Sangramita Bandapati, Pradipta Marji, Deba Prasad Mandal, and Uma Shankar. Many of these have been people we've interacted with in the arrangements for coming here, and the conference, I have to say, has been expertly organized. By the way, PREMI, the machine intelligence turns out it was a well-chosen name, because these days when you read the New York Times, machine intelligence and artificial general intelligence is all over the place. And now people are scared of machine intelligence because these machines take us over. So you chose a name really well. I should just say that ISI is an institution and a name that has been known to us for a long, long time in statistics. I already knew about ISI when I grew up in South Africa, because many famous Indian statisticians were known to us, and we used their textbooks like C.R. Rao's textbook, and we knew where this all arose. Further, we're from Stanford. My colleague Balasubramaniam Narasimhan and myself are both in the same department at Stanford University, and we have seen many Indian students come through Stanford, and they've all pretty much come via ISI. Every year we admit 12 PhD students in our program, and generally, not exactly, but generally 2 of them come from ISI. And this is no accident. The reason is this fine institution produces wonderful potential graduate students, and we benefit greatly from them. Some notable students, Saurav Chatterjee is by now really famous. He just was elected to the Royal Society, and I taught him in his first year in 1994 at Stanford. And my own student, Professor Rahul Mazumdar, who's at MIT, is doing well. And these are just 2 of many, many examples. So ISI is a wonderful institution, and it's a real honor to be able to be here at ISI. It's my first trip to India, and so this was a wonderful opportunity. And my colleague Naris and I and our wives, Catherine and Linda, we did a little tour in Rajasthan, and just saw some of the wonderful things, including, of course, the Taj Mahal, but many other forts and palaces and co-ops, where things are made. And I actually decided to wear, for this occasion, my elephant shirt, which I bought at a co-op in Delhi, and it was handmade and somehow special. So I thought I'd wear it on this occasion. So I won't take up much more time. I'd just like to welcome all of you as well, and thank you very much for organizing this conference.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd request Dr. Debo Prasad Mondol to please deliver a vote of thanks.
distinguished speakers, invited guests, delegates, my colleagues, and students. This is my great privilege to deliver the vote of thanks to the 10th International Conference on Pattern Recognition and Machine Intelligence, that is PREMI 2023. I am very much grateful to the members of Machine Intelligence Unit for allowing me to serve this conference as its organization chair, jointly with Professor B. Umashankar, head of Machine Intelligence Unit. You all will agree with me that PREMI is now established as a very good reputed conference for the researchers around the globe. Hence, we had an inherent pressure to maintain that level in PREMI this year as well. We started working on the conference way back to 2022, getting confirmation from our distinguished speakers, collecting numerous papers, organizing systematic reviews, acceptance, coveraging to the publication of the excellent proceedings, and finally inaugurating the grand event today. First of all, we are grateful to Professor Trevor John Hasty of Stanford University, USA, for agreeing to be the chief guest on this occasion. I convey my gratitude to the keynote speakers and invited speakers who have all traveled the long way to deliver their much-awaited talks, and thereby PREMI is enriched. I express my gratitude to the countless reviewers around the globe whose tireless efforts contributed to the selection of high-quality manuscripts for PREMI 23. And we have an excellent set of sessions here as well. I convey my gratitude to all of them. I thank the International Association for Pattern Recognition, that is IAPR, for endorsing PREMI 23. Tritex, the generative AI sponsor, Institute of Data Engineers, Analytics and Science Foundation, Technology Innovation Hub at ISI, SERV DST, CSR, Indian Bank, and Springer for providing financial support to PREMI 2023. We also thank Springer Verlag, Germany, for publishing our proceedings. I must thank our honorary chair, Professor Shankar Kumar Pal, for his initiative and advices. I should mention here that the conference PREMI is the idea of Professor Pal, and we, the members of Machine Intelligence Unit, are executing that idea. Our director, Professor Sanghumitra Pal, is thanked. Sanghumitra for sparing her valuable time for the conference. I am very much grateful to Professor Nikhil Ranjan Pal, one of our conference chairs, for his cooperation and support at every stage. Thanks are due to other conference chairs, Professor Shantanu Chaudhary, Director of IIT Jodhpur, and Professor Rajat Kumar De. My colleague, my co-chair, Professor B. Umashankar, program chairs, Professor Pradipta Maji and Tingwen Huang of Texas A&M University of Qatar at Doha, the tutorial chair, Professor Pavitra Mitra and Dr. Sapna Agarwal, and other chairs for having helped us in getting everything moving in the right direction. I am thankful to Bondi Jugal and Sharat sister for agreeing to perform in our cultural programs. I am grateful to all my colleagues, students, and of the Machine Intelligence Unit and Center for Subcomputing Research for their cooperation, suggestions, and helps. Special mention should be made of Ms. Boisaki Banerjee, a recruit in our unit as laboratory assistant, whose efficient management as the program secretariat made our jobs much easier. I am personally grateful to few colleagues outside of our unit, namely Mr. Indranil Datta of Director Office, Mr. Sandeep Chatterjee of AERU, Mr. Prosenjit Das of ISRO, and Mr. Deepak Kumar of IDEA TIAs for shouldering significant responsibilities of the conference, and also Mr. Parthopatim Haldar of our lithography and photo unit for putting his artistic mind in PEMI 2023. The in charges and staffs of our guest house, electrical maintenance unit, audio visual unit, account section, state office, lithography and photo unit, travel and import cell, transport unit, purchase and stores unit, CSSC, internal audit, security unit, director office, CF's office, PPU, medical welfare unit, everybody deserves special mention. I should mention a few names who helped us beyond their assigned official responsibilities. They are Mr. Amitav Mukherjee, Deputy Chief Executive of Finance, Mr. Subhajyoti Das, in charge purchase and stores and also travel cell, Mr. Robindranath Raul, in charge of electrical and maintenance unit, Mr. Rajiv Bardon, in charge canteen, Mr. Suprati Biswas, manager, guest house. But I am sorry to say that we didn't get the required support from our Chief Executive Administration of Finance. I think it would be incomplete if I don't mention names of a few sincere junior staffs who are always found to be supportive towards the activities of PEMI 2023, like Mr. Prantik Roy of Travel and Import Cell, and also Transport Cell, Mr. Shiv Shankar Rai of Internal Audit, Mr. Santosh Kumar of CSSC, Mr. Shobik Tarafdar of Purchase and Store Cells. I thank all the participants for coming here and wish you all for your comfortable and memorable stay in Kolkata, the city of joy, with enrichment for your academic purposes. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. With this, we have come to the end of our inauguration program. Now we shall take a break for half an hour. Refreshments have been arranged outside the auditorium. We shall meet here again at 11 a.m. For the first keynote talk of Professor Trevor Hastings. Thank you.